Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to be coloring our clay pieces. We are going to be using a batik process. So that means we're going to be using something oily or waxy. In our case today, we're using oil pastels. Today we're going to be using black tempera paint that's watered down. Let me show you. To paint on top of our project. So the first thing that you need to do is come up with a color scheme for your project. You want to use colors that are going to contrast with black. So contrasting colors are going to be bright colors, white, yellow. In fact, just using a lot of different colors is going to look good on this project. So I'm going to take my oil pastel and I'm just going to start coloring. And it's okay if you don't color in everything. Like what I mean is if you don't get in all the crooks and crannies and crevices. So you just kind of scribble it on there. You can see I didn't get oil pastel down in that crease. And that's okay. That's actually good because the black will fill that in. And your owl does not have to be realistic. So some people are choosing to color their owls brown and have the feet yellow or orange and the beak yellow or orange. You can mix colors, so I did yellow up there, but I could also add some orange if I wanted to. And then I'm just going to kind of add some color. You want to spend time pressing down and try to get as much colored as you can. So you don't just want to do that and then leave it. You want to try to get it as colored as much as you can. Okay, so I've colored the front of my owl. Again, if you are in 3rd grade and you're working on a pendant, you are going to color it the same way. You just color bright, vibrant colors. Now, one thing, I have not colored the side, and so I want to definitely color the edges. And if there's no texture on the edges, one thing I can do is I can kind of just scribble it on. So it will leave some room for the black paint to get into some of the grooves. So I'm just scribbling it on. The next thing that you need to do is paint everything black. Okay, I know that's odd. I will give you a wipe to wipe your hands and your table when you bring me your art piece, because you're going to paint everything black and then you're going to bring it to me at the sink. So I'm stirring this up to be sure I get lots of good black paint. And I'm actually probably going to put a little bit more paint in here. But I want to paint everything black. And I'm not necessarily just painting. I'm kind of pressing that black paint into my art piece. So I'm painting everything black. And then you're going to bring me your piece when you're done. You can paint the back black if you color the back. But when you get done, you're going to bring me your piece to the sink, and I'm going to give your owl a bath, or your pendant a bath in the sink. And we're going to wash off the extra black paint, and it's going to create a really cool effect, which is the batiking effect. Now, when you paint this black paint on here, you don't want to let it sit for too long because it will dry pretty quickly. So paint it on. You're painting the whole thing black. If your paint covers up your project, that's fine. Like if it sits here and it covers it, it's not really covering mine up. But if yours does, because I'm going to add more black paint to this so it may cover it up more, then that's okay. Because when I give your art piece a bath, it will wash off. So no big deal. If it covers it, like this right here, you can't see any of your clay piece, that's okay. You can't see any of the colorful part. That's okay. All right, I'm going to go wash this off and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to wash it off and this is the end product. So I think he looks pretty cool. I'm going to set him over here on my table to dry. I gave myself a wipe. When you bring your project to the sink, I'm going to give you a wipe. Your wipe is for your hands. Okay, you're going to wipe off your hands. They're not going to get 100% clean. That's okay. And your table. So I spilled a lot of this on my table. It's okay because I'm going to wipe it up. So you need to wipe up your spot on your table. I hope you have a fun time coloring. These turn out really awesome and you get to take them home today.